We live in a world obsessed with emotion. Show your heart, wear it on your sleeve, speak your truth. But Machiavelli would have laughed at this, because in his eyes, emotion is not strength, it's a weapon. And the moment you reveal it, someone else picks it up and uses it against you. Machiavelli's secret rule was simple: never show emotion. Not because you don't feel, but because the world doesn't deserve to see your weakness. This is the art of control, the cold wisdom of Machiavelli. And in this world of manipulation and noise, it might be the most powerful lesson you'll ever learn. Machiavelli understood something that most people never will: the difference between who you are and what you show. He said that every ruler, every successful person, every survivor wears a mask. Not a fake identity, but a strategic one, because life, to him, was a stage of appearances. He wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are." Your emotions may be pure, but in a world built on perception, purity is punished. Those who rule their faces rule their fate. Those who lose control of expression lose control of power. Emotion is energy, but in the wrong hands, it becomes leverage. Show anger, and your enemies know how to provoke you. Show sadness, and they know where to strike. Show love, and they know how to betray you. Machiavelli wasn't against emotion. He was against exposure, because emotion makes you predictable, and predictability is weakness. He saw this truth in politics, but it applies to every battlefield of life, at work, in love, in friendship. The moment you become emotionally transparent, you stop being the player and become the pawn. In The Prince, Machiavelli wrote that a leader must learn not to be good when goodness leads to ruin, and the same logic applies to emotion. He argued that mercy, love, and honesty are admirable, but dangerous when used in a corrupt world. Because people don't reward emotion, they exploit it, and the ones who rise are those who can master appearance, not feelings. A prince must learn how not to be good, Machiavelli warned, and use this knowledge or not use it according to necessity. To Machiavelli, control of emotion wasn't inhuman. It was strategic humanity, emotion used on your terms, not dictated by others. Machiavelli studied human behavior the way a general studies a battlefield. He knew people act out of fear, greed, and vanity, not logic or truth. So he asked, why reveal sincerity to those driven by selfishness? In his mind, to survive among wolves, you can't afford to bleed. If you want to win, you must understand the human heart, but never hand over your own. Men are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, and greedy, he wrote. As long as you succeed, they are yours. When the danger comes, they turn against you. That's why Machiavelli believed in appearing calm, detached, unreadable, because unpredictability is the highest form of dominance. In today's world, the same rule applies, but the battlefield has changed. Now people expose their hearts on screens. They announce every feeling, every heartbreak, every outrage to the world, believing honesty equals power. But Machiavelli would say, that's not honesty, that's voluntary surrender. Every time you reveal too much, you hand people the map to destroy you. Control your emotions, and you control perception. Control perception, and you control everything. Emotional control isn't suppression, it's strategy, the ability to stay centered while everyone else is reactive. Machiavelli wrote that it is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Not because love is useless, but because love is unstable. Love can vanish, fear endures. He understood that people love you for as long as you serve their interest, but fear keeps them loyal even when they don't love you. He wasn't romantic, he was realistic, and in that realism lies survival. If you love, love with awareness. If you trust, trust with limits, but never let emotion blind you to power. You don't need a throne to follow Machiavelli's rule. You just need control. Control in your relationships. When someone tries to provoke you and you stay silent. Control in your work, when chaos erupts and you remain composed. Control in your thoughts, when emotion wants to speak, but reason whispers louder. Machiavelli would tell you, the most feared person is not the loudest, it's the one who cannot be read, because mystery commands respect. And in the age of exposure, mystery is power. Never showing emotion doesn't make you cold. It makes you disciplined. It's not about rejecting humanity. It's about mastering it. Because when you can feel deeply but choose when to show it, you've reached a higher form of strength. Machiavelli's secret wasn't cruelty, it was control. And that control is what separates leaders from followers, strategists from victims, and thinkers from fools. At the end of his life, exiled and forgotten, Machiavelli wrote a letter to a friend. Every night, he said, he would dress in his best robes, open the pages of history, and speak with the dead, with the minds of the great. He didn't need the world's approval. He only needed clarity. So remember this: emotion is not the enemy. Exposure is. When you control your heart, you control your destiny. Because in a world where everyone is ruled by feeling, the one who rules emotion rules everything. This is Silent Echoes, and this was Machiavelli's secret rule: never show emotion.